So now I'm going to show you guys how to model puzzle cubes. We did Crazy Cube already, and we started puzzle cubes last class, but I just want to show you how to start and what's the difference between this one, which doesn't have a second extrusion, and this one that does. So we call this one a flatty, we call this one a bumpy. Okay, so just an FYI, every cube, the face of every cube, the dimensions are 0.75 inches by 0.75 inches. So when I'm modeling this piece, I first want to kind of plan out what my first move is. Like, what am I going to sketch first? And you try to find the biggest surface to sketch first because you want to do it in the fewest number of steps as possible. So looking at the front here, I can see like this is the best face to sketch first. I could start here and then add these pieces on, but it would be more time consuming, right? It'd be more steps. So I'm going to make this sketch here, and I'm going to practice using the line tool, but I'm going to show you later how to use the rectangle tool. So I'm going to start by just kind of sketching out my first, this will be my first sketch, right? So this will be my 2D sketch. And now I actually do care about the dimensions of the sketch, okay? So I know that every cube is 0.75. So if I do 0.75 times 3, I'm going to get 2.25. Okay, so right here I have 2.25 is this dimension here, right? And then this side, so all of these sides, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, they're all one cube, right? One cube, so this is 0.75, 0.75, 0.75, 0.75, right? All the way down. And then this final side is again 2.25. Okay, so today we're going to be practicing using the line tool, creating a sketch that's dimensioned correctly, meaning the size is correct. And when I extrude it out, right, after I finish my sketch and I extrude it, my extrusion, it should be 0.75. Okay, so that's the plan. Let's go ahead and make our sketch. So right now I'm still in my crazy cube. If I was opening Fusion for the first time, I would just have a blank screen. So I'll show you if you're in a design right now. There's multiple ways. I can go here, go do new design. I can click here and go design, or I can just click this plus sign. Okay, so there's multiple ways to start a new tab. And notice I can have multiple parts open at the same time. Okay, so look at the difference between Crazy Cube and this one. Crazy Cube, I have bodies and sketches. So I created multiple sketches, and if I click, open that menu and click, I can see all the different things I did as far as sketching. And I only have one body, one like solid model here. So in this one, I don't have a sketch menu because I haven't started any sketches yet. So my first step is to start a sketch, and I'm going to choose a work plane. At this point, I don't care which one you pick. So I'm just going to pick the bottom one. And then here is my sketch plane. Again, if you find your units are in millimeters, just go open up this document settings and change your units from millimeters to inches. Okay. All right, so I'm going to start again by creating this line first. Essentially, when I'm using the line tool, I think it's easier to do one line so I know I'm basically the right size, and then just click, 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 and finish this shape, okay? So I'm going to click the line tool. I'm going to click it, and I'm going to go up. And notice the blue box says like 3.581 or whatever, and if I move it up and down, it changes. I'm going to type in 2.25, and then that made my line, my first line. So that's this line here. Now I'm going to start here and go click across, click down. Try to keep it at right angles. That'll make your life easier later. Bing, bang, bang, and go over this way. Okay, so I'm going to choose a line tool. And again, when I choose a tool, if you look at my cursor, I've got the shape, this shape on my cursor. So now I know I'm in the line tool, right? If I want to get out of the tool, like if I'm in a tool and I'm like, I want to stop making lines, it's crazy, I can push escape and I'm out of the tool. Okay, so I'm just going to Control Z and undo what I did. Click the line tool. All right, so I'm going to start up here. I'm going to go click across, and I'm going to just click again. I'm going to go down. I'm going to click again. I'm going to go over, click again, down, over, oops. So see, I don't really like that line. I'm going to Control Z. And so I just did Control Z and undid what I did. Click my line tool again. I'm going to click here, over, down, oops. And there. Okay. Obviously, it's not correct because I need all of these dimensions to be 0.75, which I can do after I've made my sketch, right? I'm still in my line tool. I don't want to be in my line tool anymore, so I'm going to push escape on the keyboard. And I'm going to now open up my create menu and see if I don't see this sketch dimension. This is basically whenever you choose a new tool. Oops, sorry. Whenever you choose a new tool, these are like the most recent tools that you used. So if you don't see this sketch dimension, you can open up the menu. It's at the bottom. Okay. So now I'm going to click a line that I want to dimension. So I want this to be 0.75 because it's one cube. I'm going to click. So I'm going to try to do that again. I'll show you again. I'm going to click this. I'm going to click the line, go up, click again, 0.75, enter. I'm going to click this line, click again, type in 0.75, enter. Click this line, go up, and it doesn't really matter where it goes, right? You just want to be able to read it. Click again, 0.75. And I'm just going to keep going, click, click. Click, click. Click, click. And then this last one, since all of these are 0.75, if I add those up, it should be 2.25. But if I try to put a dimension here, it's going to say, you already did that, right? Since all of these are 0.75, this line is automatically the correct length. Okay, so I'm done. So now I have finished this front face. And now I'm going to finish my sketch by clicking the green arrow. I can't extrude it until I finish my sketch. And I know I'm in the sketch menu because this sketch is highlighted here, right? Here's the solid model stuff, but I want to keep, since this is blue, it means I'm still actively in a sketch. Once I finish my sketch, there is my part. And I kind of like to see it, you know, from a different angle, not just like flat. Like I don't like seeing it straight on. I kind of like seeing it at an angle. Okay. So then I'm going to go open up the create menu. If I don't see it, there's extrude, or it's going to be in my list here. And now notice I'm in the solid menu and I no longer have a sketch menu because I finished my sketch. I'm going to click extrude and I'm going to change this number to 0.75 and that's my cube. So that's it. That's a flatty part. So it is this part. Okay. So for your first part, you can just go save, flat, cube 1, oops, and you're done. Okay. All right, now that I've done my flat cube, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a bumpy. Okay, so start modeling these things. Just get good at sketching lines. Once you feel good at this, when you finish one of these sketches, you can move on to, now I've got 2 steps to do. I did this bottom sketch, right? I already did this one. And now I have to add this front piece on it, right? So I have to first figure out what orientation that is. So which side do I need to put that cube on? Okay, so looking at here, the staircase is going down to the right, right? So I need to do it on this side. If my part was on the other side, that would be wrong, okay? So you have to kind of figure out which side is the bumpy side on. Ooh. And you kind of have to move it around. All right, so it's this side. So I'm gonna right click, I'm gonna do create sketch. And this is the front of this. I need to make a square right here on the bottom middle. Okay, so I'm gonna get this tool, and how can I make it be right here? It's gonna be right here. I know it's connected to this corner, so I think that's actually the easiest place to start. If I like started over here, I would have to add some dimensions to move it into the right spot. So I'm gonna choose to start my square here. I'm gonna click, go down, And notice when I go down, it's a plus sign. And when I get to the line, it's like, oh, this is what you want? I'm like, yes, it is where I want. So then I type in 0.75 and enter, and I'm done. Okay. If I didn't start at that corner and I made a square like, I don't know, like that. Oh, I already ended up at that corner. If I just did it, I don't know, here, then I would need to do my dimensions. And then now I need to put it in the right spot. So if I look at my presenter, that cube is 1 cube away from the side. So you can actually do dimensions from the side of the part to the side of the other part. Click, click, and see it shows you how far that cube is away from the side. There. Okay. So any way you do it, either go back to that easier way or you can do it this way just for practice. I finished my sketch and now I have this little cube. Let me see if I can move it this way. Well, whatever. All right, I'm going to push extrude. And now it's got multiple things I could extrude. I could extrude this. Oop, I don't want to do that, right? I just want to extrude this bottom square I made. So I'm going to actually click this thing, okay? I only want to do that one, and I want to extrude at 0.75, and then I'm done.